When we first came in here, we did not see any flowers, and I thought they were all gone. But there's still quite a few things here at the nursery, and we are going into the middle of November, and the pansies are looking real good, real good. They have a few colors to choose from, several colors. We have this rosy looking one, that's nice, and the light blue, the yellow, all different types of combinations of colors that you can put together and get that look that you want. We usually look at the other plants in the yard or the window shutters, and there's plenty of ways that you can color coordinate or just leave it natural and random. Look at this dark blue, that deep purple, the yellow blotch, and there are so many different colors out here, different shades of the same color. This really matrix blue with the blotch, very eye-catching. The white with the blotch, matrix yellow, the scarlet here, red with the blotch, and this multicolor. I didn't see the tag on this one, but this is really nice too. Also have some matrix orange out here. I see Janice is thinking about getting a couple of those. But we have yellow in the yard already, and these are so close to the yellow. Look at this blue. Have you ever gotten a purple plant with a tag that says blue? Or put in the comments down below. See how close that orange is to the yellow? So she's thinking about it. So this is the haul for today. Just a handful of plants, flowers, because after we plant this many, that's going to be enough for the day. And that deep color is really grabs you. The Miracle Grow garden soil, it will hold the water long enough to the plants would get what they need. This is a nice collection of colors here. They're going in different places. Earlier in the fall, we put in these matrix yellows pansies around the perimeter of this urn pot. And in the center, we put in some drainable soil and squeeze these up around the perimeter to make room for an Alberta spruce, which is going to be the centerpiece. And this was like after Halloween. Well, no, before Halloween. Put this Alberta spruce in, and it will be nice, and it's going to look good for Christmas. See, right now earlier this fall we had the mums on the porch, alternating the yellow and orange, and with the matrix yellow pansies around the perimeter, the Alberta spruce, ferns are still looking good, and have a couple of pots at the bottom that kind of look like jack-o'-lanterns. Not too scary, but a little bit of Halloween and harvest at the same time. And we put the mums out without planting them, and they went through their phase, and we just never got back to them. So I got 5 pounds of coffee grounds and mixed with this soil here, and added some Miracle Grow garden soil, and I realized I wasn't getting to the bottom of these pots, so I added another pot so that I could get the soil out in order to get to the bottom to mix them. And this is going to really do good with these pansies. Now, Janice is cleaning up the pansies, getting those ready, and to put in the place of the mums, because the mums are spent because we weren't able to get to them and pluck the petals like I usually do. So we're just going to replace those so that we have something nice and pretty on the porch to welcome our family for the holidays. And this soil is good and drainable, and we're going to start
putting it in the pots, and I want to make sure that I don't put too much in, so that when I plant the pansies, they will have 1 inch of space at the top of the root ball, so that when we water, the water doesn't spill over the edge, and these are going to do really good with this drainable soil. And you want to make sure that your pots have holes in the bottoms. That's very important. So you can look at these and tell that they've recently been watered, and we are going to sit those down. Take a little bit of soil out, sit them down in there so that the top of the pot is below. The top of the plant the root ball is below the pot, at least an inch. You want to have room for that water, so when you water, it can just soak right on in. It's going to be decent, and these are going to really thrive on the porch. And I love the way this yellow just pops. It brightens up the porch, because we have different shades of green in the yard, and it's nice to have some bright colors for the fall. Now our front yard is really transitional, because it is good for Halloween. We got the pots with the little jack-o'-lanterns at the bottom. Okay, and as far as plants go, now this yellow is good for the fall and going into the spring. So these pansies will definitely last into the mid-spring while it's still cool, and they're going to do good. I'm going with 1 in each pot, and these are nice and healthy. They should fill across the whole top of this pot. Should be flooded with blooms, and they're going to do really good. And we're looking forward to getting those on the front porch. Now your pansies thrive in full sun, and now that the leaves have fallen in the front yard on those big trees we have out there, they're able to get plenty of sun. And we're going to be doing updates on these so that you can see the results. And this is the Matrix Yellow. They are showy, big blooms on these, big palm-sized blooms on these flowers, and they show off every year. We've used different colors and haven't had a problem with them at all. In zone 7, just water them, keep them, I would say evenly moist, and just keep them evenly moist and in drainable soil, because you don't want them sitting in water. The roots there look good and not root bound. When you see the roots going in a circle around the bottom, that's when they definitely needed to be repotted. Now those are your thin roots, and we looked at the bottom, and they are not root bound. There's good drainable soil here, even space all the way around, and they look good because she just cleaned them up. They had a few spent petals on them, and she plucked those off. I'm going to take those back with the stem as far as you can and clip them off, and they're ready to go. I'm going to take these on around to the front porch and see how they look. The Matrix Yellow, and we'll put them on here on the porch, turning them around so that the best blooms are in the front, and going down each step. We'll be painting these steps in the spring so that they get a nice black to contrast with that yellow. And look at here, looking good. Yes. Now we went to the garden center and got some nice blue and some yellow for this other location.
our friend's house that we're helping out, get them situated and looking good. And I tell you, Janice picked out some really good ones. These two colors are going to be a nice contrast for this yard. Look at that blue with the yellow center, and the flowers are about to open, and we have this yellow, the matrix yellow, which plays off of the pumpkins and that little yellow dot in the center. This is going to really make this yard pop. These colors are really going to brighten this yard up. This blue is going to do fine all the way through the fall and into the winter and into the mid-spring. Going to get them cleaned up, and she's cleaning them up as I'm planting, and we're just getting things back nice again because the frost came through and really did some damage. Look at the results of these impatiens, how they look after the frost. Yep, out with the old and in with the new. The geraniums don't look as bad, but their season is over and they were a lot fuller than this. So we'll be taking those out and putting in the pansies. Big difference, huh? We have one in these pots because they're going to fill up and just fill the whole pot. With one, I found out last year it doesn't take as many plants because I was into that instant gratification and wanting it to look really full from the beginning. But you'll see with the updates how these pansies are going to fill in. We have the true blue, the matrix yellow, and that's a nice contrast with this yard. We've got the ground cover growing in, and once that ground cover grows in with that yellow and blue, it's going to be amazing. So, through the season, as the blooms are spent, just clip them off as far down as you can get them, and that will encourage growth. See, this one had some fertilizer splash on it, and she clips them on out because there's so many other blooms. Now, in this location, we went with some cool colors. Look at these majestic giants with the white and that powder blue in there. This is going to be nice once this fills in. We have I think this is 4 plants in a 36-inch pot, and we'll do an update and show you how they will just fill this whole pot up. Now, if you've been watching the channel, you know about these big red coleus here. These are starting to get tired, and when the colder temperatures come through, all of this is going to be gone. You can see that they're already taking a toll. The weather's already taking a toll on these, and they're starting to look a little tired. So I'm going to go ahead and take them on out. We are going to alternate some colors here on this raised bed. What do you think? Comment down below. Look at this deep blue and this white with the yellow center. The blue with the blotch also has a yellow center, which I think really highlights that blotch, and it just really, it is a nice deep color for this raised bed. And I've spaced them out. At first I was going to use an indention, but it's a lot easier just to sit them up on the wall and see how far apart to space them. We added some Miracle Grow garden soil in each of the holes, and this is our result. I will be doing updates on this one. It's going to be beautiful. And look at the trees that we have sprinkled in this area. Big sugar maple. One last look at our front porch. What are you doing in your yard? Have you started putting your winter pansies in? What colors are you using? Comment down below. We're open for suggestions on different color combinations and other winter plants that you would like to see through the season. This yellow is beautiful for the fall and going into the spring. So it's going to be nice for the holidays, and we're going to be doing updates to let you see how they are making progress, how they're filling out, and just let you see how they look after it snows, if you get any snow this year. Hit the like and subscribe button with the notification bell on. Enjoy your day.